Guys, we are back with game number 2 here between Slayers Clyde and Empire.Beastyqt. The map is going to be MLG Antigua Shipyard. We're just going to make sure both players are ready now, and then the countdown will begin.
Yep.
What an epic game 1 on Cloud Kingdom.
Oh, absolutely. Beastyqt is ready, and so is Clyde, so we are going to get the game going. And then we are going to see if Beastyqt can clean things up, take a 2-0 over Slayers Clyde, or Clyde's going to come back, live up to the demigod status that he has been granted by other casters, and tie up the series.
By other casters that would remain anonymous.
That's right, but excellent casters they are. And here we go, guys. The bottom left part of the map in the blue from the team Slayers. It is none other than Clyde. And in the upper right, in the pink, from the... I'm sorry. No, that's actually... I had it backwards.
Let's start over. We'll go back.
Okay, rewind. All right,
rewind.
Go. Regame. No, I'm just kidding. In the blue, from the team Empire, taking game 1 against his opponent, who until this game had the color blue, but now Beastyqt has taken it just like he took game 1. It is him, as I just stated earlier, Beastyqt. That wasn't awkward enough, was it?
We could go back for a third time.
We could try this again. No, it's okay. In the upper right, now taking the color pink because his opponent stole his original color from him. From the team Slayers, it is Clyde. There, I got it out.
Excellent.
Now we can start the game.
Nailed it. Now the players may begin SCV production.
It would be like Beastyqt to steal his opponent's color, wouldn't it?
I know, mind gaming. Remember when? Remember a few weeks ago at TAC 3 where you were commenting on red versus blue?
Yeah.
This is exactly the kind of thing we see. Players sniping each other's color, trying to mind game. Ooh, and we have gas first by the looks of things coming out from Clyde this game.
That's right. So, a little bit of a tech opening here, and sometimes that can just mean you want to get a Hellion out very, very quickly to do some scouting. But that is going to change the game quite a bit. Wow, a proxy barracks from Beastyqt. He wants to end this thing fast, man.
He does. Well, that first game probably tired both players out pretty darn quickly indeed. Now, just to quickly point out what's going on here. Ooh, yeah. I do like this. Oh, we have a gas being taken as well.
Marauder rush. Yeah.
Proxy Marauder.
That's right. So here's the thing. What Beastyqt is doing is quite good against things like GESL's Fast Expand and against things like Command Center First. We'll have to see what Clyde has planned, because if he does have an opening in mind, like the elevatoring opening where you get Marines, Hellions, and Medevac out, he will be kind of constantly producing Marines, so he'll be in a pretty good shape to hold that, right?
But the problem is, though, as units start coming out of this barracks, in order to get to that sort of build, you typically see a reactor on the barracks, don't you? After the factory comes down, because you want to be getting those double Marines out?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It kind of depends on the player, so we'll see how many Clyde makes. I mean, ideally he's just going to be making Marines, and thereby having to only pull a couple SCVs to defend against something like this. There is concussive shells started, as we can see on the production queue, by Beastyqt. Clyde hasn't scouted this yet.
Now, the nice thing about getting gas first is that, there we go, it's right here in the back of the base, is that as soon as the barracks is done, there is 100 gas in the bank, and you're able to start your factory straight away.
Exactly, yeah.
But we do have a tech lab, fortunately, not a reactor going down, which means that Clyde is going to be able to get a couple more units out very quickly indeed, and he's going to need them. He sees the first Marauder. Actually, the Marine doing a good job to run away, and forcing Beastyqt a couple seconds later to get in here, but it looks like the SCV... Oh, is it going to go down? Actually, no, there is no high ground vision there. SCV's coming out as predicted. Are we going to see the Marauder take it down here? We have a Marauder of Clyde's own over here, but double Marauder coming out, and finally the first SCV goes. It's actually taken Beasty a long time to do damage.
Well, the fact is that workers actually do pretty well against Marauders because of their slow rate of fire. That bunker, though, is gonna
he needed to target the SCV! If he targeted the SCV, it wouldn't have finished!
The thing is, though, is that right now Beastyqt does not have vision on the high ground, especially now that he lost that SCV, so yeah, it's just not gonna work out. This rush is more or less over. Clyde defending it, and Beastyqt just going to be doing a bit of scouting, using the barracks to get some high ground vision for his Marauders, but overall, this rush has been stopped. Clyde doing a great job of responding to that on the fly.
And a factory and an engineering bay going down at home now for Beasty, so it looks like he is going to be trying to tech up and continue going bio out of this for a little while. If he can get those units out, because he needs to be able to keep pressure with these Marauders here. He wants to transition into tanks and something a little bit more beefy so that he can hold the fort and try and take his expansion a bit earlier, but he needs to make sure the pressure stays on. If these Marauders die, then he needs to start building bio units, out of this barracks or out of another barrack, very quickly indeed, because otherwise Clyde would have a timing.
Yeah. Clyde trying to defend that supply depot. It is a little bit annoying to lose those. But he loses the Marauder, and now he has to move back, and he's going to lose an SCV as well.
Oh, he's stealing the tech lab!
Oh, that's right. He's going to actually make Marauders in Clyde's base, it looks like.
That was beautifully done. That's something we don't see in these games often enough, DoA. I'm so happy we got to see that.
I bet BCQT wishes he could jump those Marauders into Clyde's empty bunker. There we go. Now a Marine is in there. He does have the same range as the Marauders because he is in the bunker.
This is doing so much damage. The tech lab steal from Beasty.
Insane. That's so good.
Turned everything around. We do, though, have Hellions in the main base of Beasty. Clyde is going to try and do as much damage as he can. 3 Hellions do survive, and these SCVs are being roasted. It's a barbecue. Everyone's invited, but fortunately, the supply depot wall going up.
Oh, man, he trapped them.
He trapped them, but he can't kill them.
Oh, it was so close. He did manage to get one. Meanwhile, back in Clyde's base, we still have some damage being done by those. Actually, no, the SCVs killed all the Marauders.
Wow.
There we go. Never mind. The damage has not.
So 28 to 13 supply in favor of Clyde at the moment. The number of workers is 12 to 7.
Those Hellions.
BastyQt.
Those Hellions helped so much. Clyde sneaking those in there, getting past the lowered supply depots of his opponents. So Clyde.
Oh, but it's not over yet. We have a twist in the tail here because the first Banshee is about to come out from Beasty. If he gets very aggressive with that, there aren't that many Marines on the field for Clyde.
Wow, this game is just, I don't know. What do you say about this game, right? This is pure reaction from the players. This is pure on-the-fly thinking, and I think in terms of that, BCQT generally the player that's a little bit better on thinking on his feet, but so far this game, Clyde's been able to get those little advantages where they really count.
That tech lab has switched allegiances twice now, DoA, and we're actually running back towards our original tech lab over here as well.
That tech lab is
absolutely insane.
Tech lab is like the girl from Pearl Harbor. Did you ever see that movie?
I think I know what you're referring to.
People out there who've seen that movie, she knows what I'm talking about. She like dates both of those guys like 3 different times throughout the course of the movie. It's like that tech lab.
Absolutely ridiculous. So guys, that tech lab is the village bicycle.
Well, I wasn't going to go that far. You like took it to another level there, but there's a drop in the main base of BCQT. There is a Raven out right now. There will be auto turret defense, but Clyde doing a little bit of damage here. Will he be able to do enough to end the game? The Hellions are getting a little bit low. Clyde picking them up. He's going to drop them back behind the mineral line now.
And there's no defense behind the mineral line. The auto turret was actually dropped in front where the production structures were from BastyQt. So he's going to have a lot of trouble defending this. There are 2 Hellions trying to hold the fort at the moment. But, oh no, Clyde actually able to break through with a couple of Marines. The SCV is going to try and come and surround, but the Viking is now landed and doing damage from Clyde. Beasty is in a horrible position, actually at half of Clyde's supply.
No mining. Has to land the Viking to try to do damage, but Clyde's okay. He's like, I can sacrifice these units because I'm going to get so far ahead on workers. It doesn't even matter. 11 supply left right now for BastyQt. Landing that mule might make him feel a little bit better, but it's not going to help him win the game, I think, at this point.
And finally, all of the units do get cleaned up, bar 1 Marine. It's still constantly being dropped in the mineral line. My goodness. Finally, that Marine goes down. 8 supply to 26. The worker count is 14 to 5, and this game is now finally Clyde's to lose, so we should be seeing this series tied up at 1-0.
Clyde, I mean, he's got his expansion up. He's getting that second orbital command. I mean, he's got Stim on the way. He's just in a great position right now after that absolutely insane opening. The SCV count's so low. We're 11 minutes into the game, and we have a total of 20 SCVs between both players.
That's pretty standard, right? That's how macro works, yeah? Totally. No problem. 12 supply to 33 at the moment. Clyde now going to be taking out this barracks over here. Oh, it looks like BC's going to try and get a Reaper out to see if he can do a bit of scouting. Unfortunately, he's not going to do too much at the moment. The Reaper does get out, but okay,
he's like, I wish I wouldn't have trained here.
Oh wow, he is. Oh wow, I have not seen Reaper micro quite that intense for quite some time. But unfortunately, it's all going to be in vain. And GG, because the Reaper died, obviously.
Oh, that's right. I mean, he just couldn't continue on without that Reaper. It may have had something to do with seeing the expansion of Clyde, though. That might have maybe been a small factor, but I think it was mostly the Reaper.
That was an absolutely insane game too.
It hurts to lose a Reaper.
We've had a brilliant game 1 and a brilliant game 2 for entirely different reasons.
Too. Yeah, we had a very methodical, standard TvT in game 1 on Cloud Team, and game 2 on Antigua Shipyard. Just absolutely insane. Like,
it's good. Both players can mix it up. We see very different styles coming out from both of them, and this is the nature of TvT. This is why, in my opinion, TvT is the most exciting mirror matchup to watch, because players can go from that sort of strategy in game 1 to this and have absolutely no problem with everything in between. It's crazy.
So what are we going to see game 3? That's the question. We have no idea. Obviously, BCQT is going to be the one to get to pick the map, and We'll kind of wait to see what he chooses and see what happens after that. I don't know. I have no predictions. This could go either way.
This is ridiculous. We could see one player mix it up and go crazy, and another player go back to the slow and steady style in game one.
Yeah, we could.
It's going to be a little bit of a dice roll to see what strategies are picked here. Guys, don't go anywhere. Game number 3 with JoRoSaR and DoA coming up after this commercial break.